It's it gonna you the best. I done went and got a check. I'm about to flex. It's an automatic pocket. Pocket diamonds on wet.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Gen Blend Podcast. My name is JJ.
And I am Raquel, aka Nurse Rock, and we are happy to be back.
Yep, another week.
Another week.
All right.
We're gonna hop right into it. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them episodes, but yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some difference of opinion on this one.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, some things,
some,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe not. Okay, so today we're gonna be discussing how we handle disagreements and conflicts. And one of the things we're going to focus on first is going to be the difference between how women handle versus how men handle conflicts.
Yep.
And then we're going to try to roll into, depending on the time, don't want to make it too long, but depending on the time, we can talk about how we also did research on how the different generations handle conflict. Okay?
All right.
And this is general stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of when it comes to the women, y'all, I'm gonna try to represent y'all right. But a lot of this is gonna be my opinion. Okay. Some
Honestly,
research, some my opinion.
Yeah. Honestly though, I think your opinion kind of differs for a lot of women too though.
It might.
Yeah.
It might. I'm a mixed bag.
I feel like you're one of the, I don't know if it's because I'm biased or not, but I feel like you're one of the most logical women.
I am very logical
Yeah.
about everything. A lot of things I like to weigh it out.
A lot of women I know they lead off of emotions.
Yeah. I mean, we are emotional beings.
Yeah. I don't really fault y'all for it.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is something that kind of gets annoying. But we'll talk about it. We'll get into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, the first part of this, of the research that we came across, the first part is talking about the communication style.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so women, we are relational, collaborative, and we emphasize on empathy and connection. Now, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this description. Men are more direct, task-focused, emphasize facts and solutions.
Yeah, we like to go off of facts.
But let's go ahead and the thing is, I feel like one of the biggest things y'all miss is whenever you're communicating something, you have to be empathetic.
Yeah.
You can't just be point blank. This is this.
Yeah, I'm definitely point blank. Like, yo, like this is what it is. Like,
I mean, there comes a time, and y'all help me out in the comments, but there does come a time when we all have to be like, listen, this is it. This is how I feel about it. This is what it is. But for the most part, if you're having a disagreement or a discussion with somebody, you can't start out like that.
Yeah.
You can end after you've heard all the evidence and you were empathetic to what the other person is saying. You might can end up saying that, but the problem I see a lot with some men is they just start out right there. They just direct and they don't want to hear nothing else.
Well, I think because too though, in my opinion, some women are like so good at like twisting the words and stuff like that, and like kind of like spin the whole story. So like,
listen,
we be listening, but we also be trying to listen to like and stick on our response. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all talk, sometimes y'all get long winded and they be like, "Dang, what was I gonna say? How was I gonna respond to that?" You made me forget because you was talking so long.
whatever.
So that's why we like to get straight to the point.
Okay, I hear you. We can discuss this more
But
later.
I feel like men, me included, I have to work on that, being more empathetic and trying to listen to understand and comprehend versus listening to respond.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you realize that the most important part of communication is actively listening.
Yeah.
You can't zone out.
It's not really zoning out. It's just like me just trying to respond and not trying not to lose that response. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm listening, but I'm also like, okay, I'm focused on how I'm gonna respond to what you're saying, instead of just listening, processing it, then coming up with a response. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm the type of person that I really demand respect
mm-hmm.
in all areas. I don't care where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
So part of respecting somebody is really paying attention to what they're saying. I get annoyed when I've given an explanation for something and then I know beyond a shadow of a doubt the person did not really fully listen to me, because then they'll say something that I've already given an explanation for, like it's brand new.
I don't think I'm that bad, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna move on.
It gets into like the finger pointing game. Like
yeah.
game.
To me, that's a time waster. All that's a time waster, because you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not getting away with that. Anyway,
I'm also guilty of that.
Okay. Okay, at least you're being honest. So, emotional expression. So, with emotional expression, women are more open, willing to acknowledge and validate emotions. Which is what we were just saying. And then men are more reserved and may suppress or minimize emotions.
I definitely suppress and minimize emotions. On
both sides. Your own and the other person that's talking to you.
I don't know.
I think if you don't, okay. If somebody starts to become emotional during your, if you're in your head saying, "Oh my God, here we go."
Oh yeah.
You are.
I do that.
You are not. You are.
No, I do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm like, oh, the dramatics.
Yeah, see that right there shows that you were minimizing emotions
of
like,
the
person.
A lot of times
I'd
be like, bro, it don't even got to be as serious. Like, some situations I just think they don't be needed. But like you said, I'm not being empathetic. So
right. So the next category is conflict approach. Now, this says that women are more compromising, seeking a mutual understanding, and collaborative. And then it says men are more competitive and avoidant, assertive or withdraw until the person is calm.
I think I withdraw till they're calm. Yeah, I like to avoid the conflict, because sometimes we can get into the conflict and we waste all that energy like talking and stuff, and we never get to a resolution. And I'm like, what was the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have if you're gonna come to me with the conflict, like, have some ideas or something of how to resolve it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, sometimes with conflict, the person needs to just get out. They need to get out how they feel or what their perception is on something. And if they never let you know, you'll continue to keep doing the thing that's causing them distress, if that makes sense.
I get that. Yeah.
Because I know with leadership, we take a lot of, you take courses and stuff on how to communicate, and you take courses on conflict resolution, and avoidance is a no-no.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to grow and it'll become worse.
I know that now. Like, I realizing that now as I get older. But in the past, I be trying to avoid it, especially if it's something that it kind of keeps coming up, but we still don't know how to fix it. I just be like, it don't even matter. Because
even like, if you think about it, that's not good, because guess what? Like, let's say at your job, or even with maybe somebody you may have been close with for a long time, if there's something going on, would you rather your job handle it by, let's say they weren't pleased with something you were doing, but they thought it would make you upset and maybe quit, so they're just not telling you. Would you prefer them not tell you, or would you prefer just go ahead and face the music one way or the other? Because I'm the type of just tell me.
Yeah, of course I want to be told,
but what if you have to tell something? What if you know for a fact somebody's messing something up and it keeps happening?
Well, me personally, I like to process it and think on how I'm going to approach it. I don't really.
And does it stay right there with thinking about how you're gonna approach it, or
Oh no,
do you
eventually
actually
I'm gonna
approach it?
Eventually I'm gonna actually approach it because I'm gonna give it some time to evaluate. Is like if I'm thinking like if it is what I think it is, and
Well,
if it,
how do you know how long? How do you know how long that should be?
I don't know. It's to your own discernment. Like whatever you feel like that time is, because eventually you're gonna get fed up anyways, and it's gonna come out. So
That's the thing, though. I always, in my opinion, you don't want to wait to
too
that
long
point
to
when you get fed up
Yeah,
because then it gets explosive. But I
that's
feel like
true.
it's more of an opportunity to correct it and both come to a mutual place the quicker you address it.
Yeah, I just don't think you should address it too quick.
I mean, I can understand what you're saying.
Like you got to come up with a approach and ideas of resolution. You know, that's why.
I get that.
Which comes in this next part we about to talk about.
Right.
Yeah.
So the next one is focus in resolution. So with the women, is they like to process it, relationship repair, ensuring both feel heard.
I don't agree necessarily.
Well,
with
wait a
that.
minute. Let me finish saying what the men.
Okay.
And then the men are more on efficiency, closure, and moving forward quickly. Well,
Yeah.
are you agree with this research? What they're saying?
On the men part, yes. On the women part, I do not feel like when women make sure both are heard.
Do tell.
I feel like they just want to get their point across first, and they don't really care about how the men feel.
Well, I don't agree with that. I feel like sometimes going over the same thing can cause a woman to want to make sure that she's heard while she has the opportunity. I mean, you're already in the middle of the whatever to get it resolved, so you might as well stick there. I don't know. I agree with the research. I think most women want everybody to be heard.
I don't know about that.
Dude, I agree with that. I mean, I agree with that.
I feel like they, not saying that they don't, I don't know. I'm trying to word it right, but I just feel like their main focus is them being heard, and then whatever the men say is like, they kind of like
Brush it off.
brush it off. Yeah, they like, but what about my feelings? I'm the one that's supposed to be emotional. That's another thing too. I feel like women, especially nowadays, if men are too emotional, they call them sassy nowadays. And that's why men just be like, all right, whatever. They just be a little bit reserved a little bit. So that's why we want to just be efficient, make sure we get the closure straight to the point, instead of talking about all them feelings and stuff like that. We just want to.
I think that pulls out a weakness.
What you mean?
I feel like if you strong, you don't allow taking into account if somebody might call you sassy.
Yeah, but everybody has their triggers.
True.
And some men don't. That's a trigger for me. Like, I'm not sassy. You just so then it brings up more conflict. You know what I'm saying? What I see today in social media, with social media as a whole, is not the real world sometimes. Women think men are sassy when they do certain things.
Let me know, y'all. Have y'all heard of this before, for one thing? Because, my Gen Xers, we all like, Anyway, but have you heard of this? What do you think?
Yeah.
About men being emotional. Okay, next category, perception of revisiting conflict. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I know that one's touchy. So women, we may revisit to strengthen the emotional bond and to gain clarity. Men often see it as unnecessary. Once it's settled, it is settled.
100% true. 100% true. I hate revisiting stuff and opening it up old wounds.
Well, okay. I guess I can agree with that to a certain extent. It just depends on what you're talking about. Like, if something has gone down, y'all discussed it, y'all worked it out, and you said, we're gonna start fresh with this. Whatever's going on, I don't know. I do believe it should be just keep moving. But let's say if there's something like that has been happening and y'all had a discussion, but you said you heard, but you're not really sure if you heard. Like if I like you might have told me that you heard what I'm saying, but I'm not really sure that you really heard what I'm saying or understood. I think it's okay to bring it back up, but not to bring back old stuff from years ago that y'all might have argued about and settled. I'm talking about if there's something that you recently discussed and you don't feel like there was true clarity, then I think you owe yourself to get the clarity. What you think? You think that just opens up?
It just open up the wounds, especially if it's something that is not happening no more and you still bringing it up. Like,
well, yeah, see, that's different. I'm more or less talking about something that you are not sure that the person understands what was discussed.
But that's what I'm saying. If the person says they understand and they haven't gave you a reason to think that they didn't understand, then you shouldn't bring it up. Closure.
Well, I guess that's the key.
Yeah.
If they're working on resolving the problem or have resolved the problem now, but you keep still, honey. If you keep, I'm gonna use a real simple example. Just like if when I was potty training, if I told you to go in the center of the water. And you keep doing on the floor, and you understand that you're supposed to go in the center, but it's not resolved. You keep doing on the floor. I got to keep bringing it back up. Same thing with.
I agree with that.
Same thing with a woman. If we feel like we've discussed something that should have been fairly,
but some people
understood, and then it's not resolved. I want to know what's the problem. Why is this not resolved? Did you understand me or not?
But some women just do it unprovoked and they just want to revisit just to revisit.
Well, yeah, I guess not. I'm not agreeing with none of that.
Yeah, that's on my heart heavy right there.
Yeah, okay.
I hate revisiting.
Okay. All right. Well, it's one of the things that, cause y'all, what the categories we're bringing up are the top categories with disagreements. And conflicts. So, and then this last, you already almost touched this one. This last one is about influence of social norms. So, women socialize to value harmony, connection, and inclusivity. And then men socialize to value assertiveness and independence.
Yeah, but I feel like men do also. I don't know. We value harmony too and connection.
Yeah.
But I think it gets categorized as assertiveness and independence because we're supposed to be the leaders.
Yeah, true.
So sometimes you got to pick one. Either you want us to lead or you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that. So, while we're talking about how men and women do it, we talk about that for a little bit.
So there's like a topic that's always been out there. You know how like when men tell their like significant other like, I don't like that what you're wearing is too revealing, you got to change. But some girls be like, well, that comes with dating a beautiful woman or a bad chick. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just take this. Like you're being insecure. No, that's not being insecure. Like I'm trying to lead. I'm telling you that's too revealing. And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to go with this?
I do.
Yeah. So like stuff like that, they be like, you're sassy and insecure. But hey.
As a woman, I don't know. I don't feel like, I don't know if I want you telling me what I want to wear, what I can wear, or if it just depends. Like y'all, it's so double-sided, I feel like, because some of what attracted you to that woman in the beginning was what she was wearing, and it may be part of her personality to feel, beautiful, and she likes to feel and look a certain way.
Yeah, but
as long as it's not disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. Some women are just disrespectful. You know what I'm talking, because I've been in this type of situation before.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Sometimes it can get disrespectful.
Yeah.
But
like the see-through leggings and stuff like that.
Yeah. No.
That's or they good. Wearing like a like a skirt, but they wearing like a top that only like covers, the breasts or whatever. And they got it all the back out, stomach out, shoulders out. But the stuff, the cleavage and stuff like that, that's come on.
Yeah, it might be a little bit
too
much.
Yeah.
It just depends. It depends on where you're at and what you're doing, I feel like.
Or wearing shorts out with the cheeks hanging out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then I think that's like early relationship discussions right there. You get to do that. Okay, so we're going to move on. Anything else you want to talk about for the men and women? Because I'm going to go ahead to these baby boomers real quick.
All right, go ahead.
So when it comes to conflict, just talking more about handling conflicts with the generations, baby boomers, remember this is 1946, born from 1946 to 1964. Typical, they may avoid open confrontation to preserve professionalism and emphasize loyalty and compromise. Can you see that in that? And they tend to value a hierarchy. So they respect for authority and prefer structured approaches.
Yeah, men definitely was more of an authoritative figure back then.
Yeah, I do agree with that, what it's saying, because I've seen that. Gen X, let me see if I agree with my own group. Gen X, 1965 to 1980. So we are known for being independent and pragmatic, often prefer direct communication. That's true. We value efficiency and dislike unnecessary conflict. We may seek a practical solution without over discussion. Yeah, I think for a grown me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had my issues with conflict now. Millennials, 1981 through 1996 were y'all's birth years. Millennials emphasized collaboration and feedback. Tend to value open dialogue, inclusion, consensus, more comfortable addressing conflicts directly if it leads to growth. Now they're gassing y'all up.
Oh yeah, they kind of is. But they kind of is, but I mean, I agree with it.
Yeah. I think what they're trying to do though, as we go up the generations, they're becoming more open. That's what it sounds like.
Well, let me not say that. I was gonna be like, the women just talk back more. That's all it is.
I ain't gonna go. I'm not even gonna do that right with you right now. Generation Z, Gen Zs, born 1997 through 2012, digital natives. Value authenticity and transparency, often prefer immediate resolution, which is smart. They dislike hierarchy-based decision-making. They're more of a shared decision-making group, I think. And then they're comfortable using technology to manage disagreements. So they will send you a text.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
That's what it says. It says text and chat. They will send you a chat or a text. While the Gen X, we mulling over trying to figure out what we're going to say to the person that's going to be.
I feel like y'all was more, all right, so I feel like y'all generation, it had to be like face to face to resolve conflict.
Yep, definitely.
With my generation, it could be either face to face or over the phone, but not through text. Like we hated through text. It had to be either over the phone or face to face. And that, like you said, with the next generation, they definitely do text, a lot of texting or DMs.
Yeah, because even in the movies or different things you see where they done had a whole relationship for 3-4 years, but they'll send a text say it's over.
Yeah. Then the person will try to be calling them, they'll be blocking them or sending them a voicemail. Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like some of this with conflicts, I do know that we have more control over resolution than we think. It's always possible. I feel like for the most part, it's possible to find a resolution if both parties are actively listening and respecting each other during the process. Now, there are going to be situations where there's going to be conflict where the person that you're trying to solve it with is just downright ignorant. Okay. And so I feel like that's when that whole directness comes out of everybody.
Yeah.
It's over. It's this and this. period. And I think that
I think
spans
it do.
across generations, and I think it goes across genders. It comes a point where everybody's
Yeah.
done with a conversation.
And people think that when you say that word ignorant, like that just means that sometimes it just means they don't know any better. Like they don't know that they're going about things the wrong way.
Yeah. I think,
So-
you know, some that I'm talking about are knowledgeable ignorance.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're doing, but you're just plain ignorant. And then you have those that maybe are just unaware.
Yeah. Like they really want to fix it, but they just don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think this is a subject that definitely needs to be talked about. I hope you guys communicate with us and which is something I meant to say way earlier. I meant to start saying that earlier, and I is telling you guys to like because you guys are forgetting to like. So make sure that you're liking, making a comment, share with some people that you know. Make sure that your friends and family have subscribed to us as well, so that we can continue to bring you evergreen content. And these are subjects that we need for you to think about. So the next time you have a conflict, think about some of the things that research has said, and think about how you can improve upon the way you communicate to others.
Yeah, implement some of the research into your own situation.
Absolutely. And just have that as background knowledge subconsciously, so you'll know how to handle who you're talking to.
Yep. Try not to have things one-sided too.
Yes.
It got to be evenly yoked, and both parties have to be working towards a resolution.
Absolutely. I love that. That's good.
Yeah.
Anything else? What's the word for the week?
Resolve.
Resolve.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. I'm good with that.
You know, I'll be coming out
All
the top
right.
of the dome.
There you
know
go,
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
top of the dome. Okay. All right, y'all. It was a good episode, I think.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
And I don't see how. Made it out of the dump south. And I don't even know how. About to pull me a Benz out. I took the top off. Go tripping like hot sauce. I got drink and it's clean raw. If he give me that